Ladies and gentlemen, all honored guests and fellow classmates, I'm honored and proud to present to you the class of 2011 graduation speaker, Mr. Gillette.
Wilson, you're a good man. Now that you're all graduating from high school, I have a humble request. From this day forward, you will refer to him as Matthew. I know you know what I'm talking about. You will no longer refer to him by his erstwhile rodent nickname. Before I begin, I wanted to share with everyone a project on which I collaborated with a few of the class of 2011 graduates. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, started out at Brooks Hill, Dudley, and Jefferson. Northside raised, I'll be rated red forever. I'm the new graduate, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Gonna make it everywhere. Moved out to Martha Brown, held it down at JP. Kicked it at Minerva, but the land couldn't contain me. Took it to the high school, one day at Paddock Way. 3 years gone by, now it's graduation day. Cruising down High Street, double cone at Lickity's. 6 tables of TKs because I got my clique with me. Me, I'm out that hot, gotta get another plate. School taco salad was the best thing I ever ate. Ballin' in the red zone, buzzing like a beehive. Sitting courtside, Scotty Fitch give me high five. Give a slap to Raider Rock, slap shots at Thomas Creek. Tell by my attitude that I'm most definitely from the Maestro, Tiberio. Next December's jam, I'll see you round like a Cheerio. I bleed Raider red, this color doesn't run, yo. World's about to meet the class of 21, yo. Ain't no time to slow down, dancing at the hoedown. I hope you don't forget, love makes the world go round. Brotherhood, sisterhood, familyhood, holla back. Hoffman won the Oscar, taught De Niro how to act. 600 stories out there about to make it. The wide world is yours, gotta go ahead and take it. The witty and the gritty in the world got it made. We was dreaming of this day since we was in first grade. There, Port Canal days, hallway hacky sack. Friday forum, rest in peace, Jimmy Nowak. Trees by the hillside, long live Sherwood, long live the Angels. I'm from the big red machine, that's... To the bright lights, baby.
These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for Fairport, Fairport, Fairport.
Lights is blinding, don't be caught grinding. Life is a game, just know what the sidelines is. Play hard, play smart, don't play it too casually. Shoot for your dreams, stay true to your family. Caught up in the in crowd, snappy casuals in style. The world can be cold, open doors with your smile. Indian Hill was a place to go chill. Time's easy to kill, but hard work pays the bills. Seniors took a bus trip, headed out to Boston. Quacking on a duck boat, dinner dance was exhausting. So give a hug to the little brown jug. They can keep their Woodstock, we got unplugged. Came here for school, graduating to the next life. Step across the stage and step into the limelight. Graduation day got you feeling like a champion. What is done, read about it in the Lampion.
Fairport, Eastside hometown where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in Fairport. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for Fairport, Fairport, Fairport. Once a Raider, always a Raider. money. Cap and gown, big dreams, futures looking money. There's no place in the world that could compare. Put your hands in the air, everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. In Fairport, Eastside hometown where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in Fairport. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for Fairport, Fairport, Fairport.
Give it up for Chris Reiners for his work there. That was good. Thank you. That was good. You know, I want to mention a couple other folks that were also involved with that, but Reiners is a genius. Could agree. And you know, I never had Reiners as a student, but Mrs. Gillette had Chris in class, so you know he's a step student of mine, and I feel like I could claim him as my own in that way that so many of you are. Thank you also to Meg Shortsleeve. Meg, where are you? That was her beautiful voice. It was a stark contrast to my voice. And also to Jesse Longo. Jesse, stand up, because Jesse had to wear that Raider head, and I've been inside that Raider head, and it smells like an exhumed corpse in there. So some great work. Thank you. Also, I have to thank the incomparable, the indispensable, the unflappable Mr. Tony Exton for his help there. It's not a normal week that goes by teaching here that I don't, or that I shouldn't anyway, thank Mr. Exton for something. So thank you. I integrated bad rapping into my teaching career for years, most notably in the raps that I created for all 10 sophomore vocab units. I once actually uttered the words, "I might come across as fierce and truculent, but my rhymes are like chocolate, they're sweet and succulent." And for that, you have my apologies. Let me tell you, it's not easy to sound cool when you're cooking up rhymes for ornithology or apotheosis. In fact, when you're standing in front of a class wearing Dockers and penny loafers, coffee-stained necktie, book bag / man purse slung over your shoulder, you are a composite of elements that scream out in unison, "I am not cool." But what does it really mean to be cool? That's the simplest and most important advice I can give you tonight. Be cool. Be a cool person. Be kind, be positive, don't speak ill of others, and be willing to laugh at the absurdity of life. Maybe some illustrative examples will be helpful. Bugs Bunny is cool. Bin Laden, not cool. Gandhi was cool. Paris Hilton is not cool. Herb is cool. Anyone who calls himself the Situation is not cool. That guy from the Hyundai commercials, definitely not cool. I think you get the idea. I have heard that the #1 fear in America is public speaking, but I've always found the fear of public singing to be far worse. To conquer this lifelong phobia, I've decided to render my entire speech in song. Allow me to begin. Congratulations, my little friends. It's not the end. No, that's enough. That's not gonna happen. When I spoke to the graduating class of 2002, I wrote the entire speech in iambic pentameter and made every other line rhyme, though few noticed. This year, I have written my speech using words taken exclusively from the Fairport High School literature curriculum. Allow me to begin. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb inside his skin and walk around for a while. I dig that Mrs. Jones is the one that's laughing well because she's connected. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. When I was 17, I walked into the jungle, and when I was 21, I walked out. And by God, I was rich. Life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And I get to tend the rabbits. Thank you, good night, and God bless. For those of you that have any idea what I'm talking about, thank you. And if you did not, let me tell you about these strange flapping objects with thousands of tiny symbols printed in them, telling of magnificent adventures. These objects I speak of are called books. And contrary to what you might have heard, peering inside one of them will not turn you to stone. The poet Carl Sandburg said, "Time is the coin of your life. It is the only coin you have, and only you can determine how it will be spent. Be careful, lest you let other people spend it for you." Yes, time is a quick-winged fly, and I am no wizard with the chopsticks. Normally, that reference would be lost on most of you, but conveniently, they remade The Karate Kid last year, so you are aware of Mr. Miyagi's expert fly-catching methods. I wish I could offer you some suggestions as to how you could arrest time, how you could bend time through the sheer force of will, but I haven't figured that out. I can tell you that time is the most valuable commodity that you will ever possess, and that wasting it or failing to respect its relentless passage is an industrial strength recipe for regret. Don't waste it. I have one final assignment for all of you. Make a list of 10 essential verbs to live by. What 10 verbs will define your life? Make a list. Carry it in your wallet, in a text file on your iPhone. Tattoo it on your derriere, somewhere you won't lose it. I completed my own list just last night, and let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Lots of my favorite verbs didn't make the cut. For example, philomix, tickle, murk, swarm, gank, rock out, and chillax are all on my B list, but I had to whittle it down to 10 because 17 essential verbs doesn't have a great ring to it. It's not clean. Sounds like a recipe for spaghetti sauce. My 10 essential verbs are as follows: write, fail, forgive, connect, listen, smile, imagine, love, think, hope, and believe. Those last two have been the most important to me, especially over the past year, when I hoped and believed with an intensity I never could have imagined. You see, 6 years ago, a doctor told Mrs. Gillette and me that we could never have children. That was hard, but I think both of us always looked at our students as our children. You've taught us a thing or two about patience, imagination, living in the present, optimism, and resilience. I feel like my interactions with you were my education for becoming a father. By the way, memo to doctor, suck it. And by it, I mean the lollipop of failure.